To keep this video short, I am using my stamp brushes to create the illustration because my main focus is to teach you how I use watercolor to paint my artwork. So this is my first time using watercolor brushes since I usually have a different art style. Uh, if you notice my channel, I have a different coloring method that I use in my illustration. So this is new for me. So in this video you will see me using my watercolor brush pack to color the whole illustration. I'll show you how to easily color your artwork with watercolors, and I skipped the drawing process, using my stamp brushes to speed up the process. And I put all the brushes down in the description. So yeah, this way I can focus on showing you the coloring part, which I think is the most important thing to learn in this video. After finishing the illustration using my stamp brushes, and I drag the opacity down to this illustration, and I recreate it by tracing it with a new outline brush, because I find the whole illustration is not perfectly uniform. Some lines are thicker and some lines are thinner. I use my dry outline brush, which you can find in the watercolor brush pack. So I wanted to make all the line in this illustration uniform, so I use the outline brush to trace the entire illustration. So this makes it more consistent and shoot the watercolor style well. I experiment many times and I found that the thin dry outline brush works great for outlining my illustration, and it mixes very well with the watercolor brushes. So let's continue and outline the whole illustration. So after finishing the line work, now let's color the whole illustration. And for the brushes, I use the Edge water mix brush to color the whole illustration, and for the colors I use my color palette. So you will get the color palette in the brush pack, watercolor brush pack, so don't worry about the color palettes. And I basically choose bright color to color the whole illustration first, because in the next step we will be adding detail. So choosing the bright colors really help when we add the details. So Like after coloring the first layer of color, like the basic coloring part, uh, I also changed the line work of the whole outline of this illustration, because it really looks light. uh, so I changed the outline color to more darker. You can adjust according to your preference. I just adjust the line color, or the line adjust the like darkness with just changing the layer mode, like adjust according to your preference. In this layer of coloring, I use the same color, but you can adjust it to your preference. If I choose a bright color, I pick a slightly darker shade to add shadows and details. In this second coloring step, like the second level of coloring, I don't choose a color that is too dark. Instead, I pick one that is just a bit darker than the first color which I chosen previously. So this helps give a pop-up look to the illustration. So when I draw, I move in a circular manner. Like when I adding details, uh, I draw my thing in a circular manner. This way it really feels like it color in a water manner. So I hope you getting my point. So I add shadows to the corner and the edges of my illustration, not in the mid part, because I leave the mid space to light and add darker color only around the edges. So watch what I am doing and you will understand more better. So yeah, this method helped me like coloring my whole illustration quickly and enjoyable. So I hope you gain some insights into how I color my illustration, and stay tuned for Stay tuned for the video to see the whole process more clearly and more understandable.